Washington Commanders taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just... It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports.
Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
You look at this Packers defense.
Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And when those add up into big mistakes add up into points against you.
The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Faced with their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This to McLaurin out on the left side. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Taking it about the 16. Now a hit and a loose football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at the 31-yard line.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, this defense for the Commanders, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Ready? To throw now. Here's Love. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Love.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
It's taken to the 26.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
To throw on 2nd down, Spencer.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. got it not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a handoff to Rodriguez. He'll get this down to the 38. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Spencer. He finds his man. Complete. That's Barnett. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
You look at this Packers defense.
Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
They absolutely have to avoid the penalties, have to walk that line between being aggressive and the ones that get you in trouble. The illegal contact, pass interference calls, they've got to make sure that they don't have those.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
They'll look to throw again. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Here's Rodriguez. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Chris Rodriguez with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Dillon.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Love with a give to Dillon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Got an open man, it's Scott. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, it's Dillon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Packers sitting in a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Love looking to throw it. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. They'll go for a gain of 7. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good hit.
And the ball is loose. Dillon lost it. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
That's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out before he knew it. He had hit the sideline. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And now an audible here into something else. On 2nd down now, it's Hawkins. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st down, Hawkins down to the 42, 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Swings this out for Hunt. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Okay, ready?
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And McLaurin, the motion man right. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And now a run with Rodriguez.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Gets this out quickly to Dotson.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Come on, set.
Looking to throw. Spencer. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run here with Rodriguez. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Looking to throw on second down. Spencer. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. They get to him for a loss of 4. And it brings up third down on the sack.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, here's Gibson.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Final play of the half. Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A second down throw for Love. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Love. Now this aired out deep for Reed. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at second down.
Here we go. Ready?
They'll try the left side. Rodriguez. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Got it. Ready.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Ready.
Love. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Come on.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And Washington looking for another timeout, and they get it. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them.
Ready,
we'll be back.
Ready.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Well, that's the kind of play that was lacking all the way through the first half. Maybe this can give them a little bit of a spark because they're not out of this game by any stretch.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Running right, here's Dillon. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing. Love. Throw caught by Musgrave. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
Well, look what we have here. A sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. that makes things really difficult.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They run once more with Dillon.
And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
He'd had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Ready?
On 3rd down, here's Dillon. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 40 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. A give for Dillon running right.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Check white. 22 needle. Ready?
On 2nd down, Dillon. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Love. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Packers who have the football but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4.
Ready.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Ready.
They'll run here with Dillon. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Carlson's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Come on,
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now they'll audible to something else. To throw on 2nd down. Spencer. That is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Got a man, it's Rodriguez. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and they'll bring up 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the left side with Dillon. Runs over. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 64 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Running up the middle, here's Dillon. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 7. Love now. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Ready?
Shedding the tackle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Down.
Right back to him on 1st down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Ready?
To the right side, this is Dillon.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Let's go.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Yellow, zoom. Red, yellow. Claws red. Set.
Back to throw. Love. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And this one is right down Broadway. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taken at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here's 2nd down.
Ready.
They give to Dillon out of the gun.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Partner, you get about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Again, it's Dillon. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So here now is Anders Carlson in a really big spot. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
This is 1st and 10.
Blue striker. Hey, green. Slide 2.
back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well. Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the fourth quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an